everyone. Okay, so welcome back to my channel. My name is Melanie, and today I'm actually going to be talking to you guys about some very good news that I got. This was my very first doctor visit, and what I mean by that is this was my first. Obviously I've had, I've went to the doctor. Like, who doesn't go to the doctor? That's actually really important for you guys to go to the doctor, so make sure you guys go to the doctor. But anyways, the reason why I went to the doctor was because it was my very first time going and talking to them and telling them basically that I am transgender, and I wanted to know a little bit more about it and what I needed to do to start, and basically just wanted to get the rundown of some things that I didn't know yet. And so I actually have really exciting news. So stay tuned. So what my first doctor's visit was just me going in and asking him more questions into detail about what the hormones were and what my options were for starting them. And so for those of you that don't know, basically what the hormone replacement is because I am biologically male, I produce a lot of testosterone, and that testosterone helps me with growing hair on my chin, on my mustache, the things that I don't like and that I don't want on my body. And basically what he's gonna do is, when I do start on the hormones, is he is going to give me a hormone blocker. And what that blocker is gonna do is it's gonna block my testosterone from building inside my body, and then he's gonna be injecting me with estrogen. What that estrogen is gonna do is it's gonna help with my skin, it's gonna make it softer, it's gonna help me from preventing hair from typically where males do grow hair the most, and it'll also help me grow out my hair even faster. And one cool thing about it is it'll actually help me start producing breast tissue. One thing that the doctor did tell me that I thought was really cool was he was basically checking out my vitals and my measurements and stuff for right now, because I haven't started on hormones. And then as the months progress, when I do start the hormones, he'll measure me even more, and he'll basically let me know, okay, this is shrinking, this is growing, this is that. And what I thought was cool was when he was actually checking out my breast tissue, he was like, you have this, it was this big word, but it kind of freaked me out because it was coming from a doctor, and he was checking out my breast tissue, and he was just like, oh, you have, and he did it all nonchalant. He was just like, oh, you have, and I kind of looked at him and I was like, well, what is that? And I'm sorry, you guys, I can't remember what the name is. This next visit that I go to him, I'm going to be going to him within this week or next week for some blood work. So I'll ask him again what it is, and I'll let you guys know in my next video. But basically what he said when I asked him, because I was kind of freaking out, and he was just like, oh no, don't worry, it's nothing, it's nothing to really be scared about. I was just like, well, what is it? And he basically just told me, for you being male, you produce extra breast tissue. And I kind of was like, oh my god, to me that's music to my ears, because of the fact that when I do start on my hormones, that just means my boobs are gonna get even bigger. And so that's what I thought was really cool. So basically what I was gonna tell you guys was that the doctor did say yes on starting my hormones, and that actually was the exciting part of this video, because of the fact that he did say yes. And he even told me that he doesn't specialize in transgender people, but he does usually start them off until they can find a doctor that does, only because he said that 9 times out of 10 people that are transgender do want to work with a doctor that is transgender, only because that's what they specialize in, that's what they go to work for, and that's what, they dedicate their time to. So he just, basically told me, I personally feel from a doctor's perspective, that's what you're going to want to do, only because that's what they specialize in, and that's what that's what you want to become, and stuff like that. So that's what I thought was really cool. The doctor was really sweet about everything. He just basically told me, oh yeah, one thing that he did tell me was that one of my side effects will be, when I'm on that estrogen, is that I will gain weight, which is a no-no for me right now, only because of the weight that I'm at right now. I'm not humongous, let me just get up real quick. I'm not humongous, don't get me wrong, I do have my waist trainer on right now, but I'm not fat and huge, but like he said, I personally don't feel that if you do want to become a woman, you're not going to want to be an even bigger woman. So he kind of just, and he didn't say it rudely, he just kind of was like, so if you wanted, maybe you could hold off on it for maybe 2 or 3 months, and then he goes, just see where you can go, just go to the, I mean, I do go to the gym, but that's not necessarily what he told me, that's just kind of how I perceived it. But basically what I'm gonna personally do is I'm gonna hold off on the hormones until at least 2 to 3 months. I'm gonna give myself that time to just work on my body and just, you know, get right and tight for it, because this is something that I want, and it's something that I, you know, basically been dreaming about for a while. Like, it's, to me, it's like, when I do start those hormones, not only will I feel how I feel on the inside, but the outside on my body will match how I feel on the inside. And so that's kind of why I'm just gonna not start on the hormones yet, only because I don't want to be humongous, and I don't think that'll look cute on me. So that's what I thought was really cool, was the doctor did say that. And so yeah, that's basically what the doctor's visit was, and I will see you guys in next week's video.